Okay. Okay, good evening. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our BigSeller training tonight. I'm your trainer. I'm Tansy from BigSeller. And actually here for today, our topics will be mainly on order processing, push inventory, and BigSeller mobile app. And before the training, here we have a survey form. And if you scan this survey form and finish the question, then you can get 30 Bitcoins. And for here, maybe some of you are confused about Bitcoins. What it is for Bitcoin? And here, let me introduce. And the reason why here we have this survey form is that we want to get some feedback from our user so we can make our system better. We want to optimize our system and we want to make a summary from your feedbacks, what's your needs, what's the feature you are looking for, but we BigSeller currently don't have. So we are trying the ways to gain the feedbacks from yourself. Okay, so let me introduce what is Bitcoin for. If you already know the Bitcoins, what is Bitcoin for, so you can scan this QR code and finish the survey form here. So you can get the 30 Bitcoins. Our customer service will contact you as soon as possible. Okay, so let me show you. Actually, for the Bitcoin, it's a tool to purchase, to help us to use two features on BigSeller. And let me move to BigSeller first. On here, BigSeller for the subscription plan here. Give me a second here. Okay, so this is our BigSeller page. This is our BigSeller page. On our subscription service here, we have a Bitcoin. This one, Bitcoin. And for Bitcoin here, if you already have, so you can try two features on BigSeller. The first one is the AI tool to generate the product name and description. And the second tool is to do the text and image translation on BigSeller. But all of these two features, you need to use the Bitcoin to use it. And for every version here, every subscription plan, we already have the free Bitcoin for every day. So if here the quotas already satisfy your need, you don't need to purchase. But if you want to, like, I have so many products, they need to make the description or maybe the product name, or maybe I want to do the text and image translation by using BigSeller. So here, maybe you need to purchase more Bitcoins. Okay, so let me have a brief introduction for these two features. For the first one here, the first feature that we Bitcoin support is the ChatGPT. This AI tool can help you automatically generate the product name and description. And the entrance is on our product page. When you click into edit, and here you will see this information. Actually, these are the information from your product, like product name, description here. And you can click into this button, AI here. And also for the description, you can quickly generate the product name description by using the Bitcoin. And here we support Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok. So for this survey form, if you scan it, so you can get 30 Bitcoins here to try this feature. Okay, it's for free. And the second feature here is the image and text translation. And currently here, the entrance is on the product editing page as well. Here, this one is for the text. And here is to translate image. We currently support translating from Chinese English into English, Indonesian, Thai, Vietnam, and traditional Chinese. Yeah, currently we don't support Malay, we don't support Tagalog, but I think maybe English can satisfy most of the users, their needs. And here, if you already have the Bitcoin, so you can try it. Yeah, especially when you have a supplier maybe from China. So when you scrape the product from your Chinese supplier, so the text, the image will be in Chinese. So you need this tool to translate the text image into English. Okay, and then you can publish the product. So this is for Bitcoin. Okay. Actually, it's a recommendation as well, because maybe some of the user, you don't know this tool feature, because the entrance is too small here for the AI tool and also for the translation tool. Okay, so this is for Bitcoin. If you are interested in this feature, you can scan it and then you can get 30 Bitcoins. Okay, so here. Okay, so go back to our training today. For the main topic, order processing. Actually, here for order processing, we BigSeller support multiple marketplaces like Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, Shopify, and WooCommerce. So now let's move back to BigSeller. Here, BigSeller. Give me a second. Okay. Here. Actually, after you have got your BigSeller account, the first thing you need to do is to do authorization. You can click into here, setting, or click this button here, go for your personal center, authorization. Here you can authorize your shop like Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, and some other like self-built marketplace, Shopify, WooCommerce. And all these marketplaces here we support, you can process order in BigSeller. And for the order processing, you can click into orders, processing order. Here is the entrance. But before I introduce the process, let's check this flow chart. Okay, here. This. Okay, so this is order processing, the flow chart. And actually for order processing in BigSeller here, we only have 4 steps. You can see here. And for the new orders, will be automatically synchronized to new orders listing. This is the first step. And for new orders, you just need to do pack. Here also means arrange shipment. And for the order you already pack, will be moved to in-process orders, the second step. And for in-process order here, you can do the printing, like shipping label, pick list, and then you can pack the package. And the next step is to ship. And after this order has been shipped, will be moved to pickup orders, the third step. And for 2 pickup orders here, you need to wait for the courier to take the package, or maybe you need to take the package to the courier guy there if it drop off. And after the courier scan it, so this order will be moved to the ship orders, the final step. So basically on BigSeller here, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to process order from the marketplaces like Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok. Pretty convenient and easy. And for the voided orders here, commonly this status is for the order like pre-order, because maybe sometimes you have pre-order, but you don't need to process right now. You will process the pre-order when you already have the inventory, you already have the stock. So for the pre-order, if it keeps staying in new orders listing, will make you feel confused or maybe annoyed. So you can void the pre-order and move it to a separate listing, voided orders. And by the time you are ready to process the pre-order, you can click revert. So this order will be moved back to new orders listing. Okay, so commonly it's for pre-order. Voided orders is a separate listing. But basically, you just need to focus on these 1, 2, 3, 4 to process order for new order. Okay, so this is the flow. Let's go back to BigSeller. Okay, so this is the BigSeller page. For order processing, after you have authorized your shop to here, you can click into orders, processing orders. Here, new orders. For the orders from the shop like Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok, the new orders will be synchronized to here, the first listing, new orders. And what you need to do just to pack. Here, I already have 2 new orders, but these 2 are manual orders I created by myself. And the reason why here we have manual order is because maybe you are doing on some marketplaces like Amazon or maybe Q10 or maybe some eBay. Yeah, some marketplaces with BigSeller currently don't support, but you want to multi-manage all of the orders in one system. So you can try manual order here to record the order from some other channel with BigSeller don't support. And these 2 are manual order. Okay, so now I already have 2 new orders. What I need to do is to pack, to arrange shipment. Okay, let me try it. Pack it. Okay, so here would be successful. And then will be moved to in-process orders. The second step here, these two. And for in-process order here, we can do the printing, like shipping label, pick list. Here, we can do the printing. And for the shipping label printing, we can do it by single here. And also we can do it in bulk printing. And for the shipping label printing, let me try one, like these two. I can print. In BigSeller here, we have two print methods. The first one, general, and the second, auto high speed. And actually these two, the difference is that for auto high speed here, we support printing shipping label across logistic. Means that if you want to print the shipping label, maybe from JNT, Shopee Express, Ninja Van, different shipping methods all together at the time. So you can try auto high speed printing, this one. And also for auto high speed printing here, we support printing shipping label from different shops and marketplaces. So like I want to print shipping label from my Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok, all of the orders together at the time. So you can try auto high speed. But for here, the second method here, we require to download this one, the printing plugin. Yeah, so remember, if you want to try auto high speed, you need to download this printing plugin. And every time when you are trying to print shipping label, you need to open it in your computer and then start doing the printing. And for here, because I haven't installed the plugin, so I will try general. Yeah, for general, we can only print shipping label from the same shop, same shipping method, and same marketplaces. So remember, before you are printing, you need to use the filter here to choose Shopee and the same shop, same shipping method. Okay. So let me try examples here. Print shipping label, general, stop printing. And also here, if you have the duplicate printing, BigSeller will have this reminder. Maybe you have some other partners, or maybe you have some staff, they are processing order together. So sometimes you will have the duplicate. So you will have the duplicate package. And here, this reminder can help you avoid the duplicate printing. Okay, stop printing. And wait for a second here. Then you will have this preview page. Yeah, for general printing, we will have this preview page. So you can have a check to see whether here the information has any problem. And if it's okay, you can click here to print. And when you go back to BigSeller, we will have this reminder. Please click Mark as printed if you print successfully. So if you make sure that all the shipping labels have been printed, you can click Mark as printed. So here we have this icon on status here. Label printed, means that these two orders, I already printed the shipping label. And also you can use the filter here, print status, not printed. Yeah, so every time when you are trying to print shipping label, you can choose the filter here, not printed. So you will know that which order I haven't printed a shipping label, then just check it and then to print. And after you have printed, you have marked as printed. So this order will be moved to printed status. Here, these two. Here, label printed. Okay, and also you can save the filter. So every time when you are checking in-process orders, you will check the information you prefer to check in priority. Okay, so this is save filter. So after we finish the shipping label printing, we can start to pack the package. And the final step is to ship the order. And for order shipping, we can do it by single. Click this button here to ship this order. And also we can bulk check to ship all the orders in this page. Okay, and this is for manual ship. If you want to try scan to ship, like you have a scanner, you don't want to keep opening this page to check this package whether it has prepared and then to click. If you don't want to do it, you can try scan to ship. Yeah, you just need to connect your scanner to your computer. And every time when the package is prepared, you just need to use your scanner to scan the barcode on the shipping label so then the order will be automatically shipped and moved to pick up orders. The third step, this is scan to ship. But if you don't have a scanner, you still want to try this feature, you can later, you can keep waiting to our part 3 for the BigSeller mobile app introduction, because in our BigSeller mobile app, we have this feature as well. And later I will introduce more detail, scan to ship in our BigSeller mobile app. Okay, so this is for the step. In the second here, in process order, we can do printing and also we can package. And the final step is to ship. But maybe some of you are confused about the shipping label template. What template will BigSeller will use? And here, if you haven't set anything on BigSeller, we will commonly use the shipping label by default. It's a seller center shipping label. Yeah, we call it standard shipping label. Yes, standard shipping label. And if you want to customize, you can click into here, setting, shipping setting. Here, I will be setting. Click into maybe for JNT Express, for example, this one. Okay, so if you want to, like, I want to design my shipping label, how I can do it, you just need to click into setting, here, shipping setting, first option, I will be setting, click into the shipping method and add it. Okay. The first option, shipping label template. This one, you can click into change. And if you haven't said anything, we just use the standard shipping label. It's the template from Seller Standard. And in BigSeller here, we have customized shipping label. Customized shipping label here, you can choose the information you want to display on the shipping label, like SKU or maybe variation name, product name, and some note, fragile message. And you can design your own style logo, some label notes, and image. Actually here, let me zoom in and show you the difference. Yeah, the difference you can see here, actually the shipping label from standard, from Seller Center, we don't have SKU information. But for the customize here, we have the item information. So you can use this part to pick the items directly. So then to pack the package, you don't need to print the pack list, pick list, and then to pick the items. You can use the shipping label directly, and then to pick the items, and then to pack. Okay, so actually pretty convenient. You can have a try. Customize shipping label in BigSeller. Okay, remember to save it after you have set up the template. Here, confirm. Okay, so this is for customized shipping label. And also here for the shipping options, we have carry method setting by default pickup or drop off. And shipping label size, you can choose A6 and for some shipping method, we have A4 options. Yeah, but normally actually most of the shipping method, we only support A6. If you have some other requests, you can let our customer service know so we can forward this issue, this request to our tech team, our product team. And the last option is the pack list. If you want to print the pack list, you need to enable this button. So every time when you are printing the shipping label, the pack list will be printed following the shipping label, will be in the second page. Okay, so, but the main topic here would be the customized shipping label. Here, remember to click save. Okay, here successful. So next time when I'm printing the shipping label for JNT Express, we'll use the customized shipping label template I have created in here. Okay. And for next recommendation would be the print setting. For some other printing like pack list, pick list, if you want to customize, you can go for print setting here to design. And for invoice, you can design the template as well. Because in BigSeller here, maybe some user, you need to print the invoice for your buyer, your clients. So here, remember to set the template. And after setting the template, you can go back to orders, processing orders. The second step, in process order here. In process order here, you can do the printing for invoice, pick list, and also for the pack list, shipping label here. Okay, so now here we finished the printing, already printing, and the package prepare, so we can ship, confirm, and successful. So these two orders will be moved to pick up orders. The next step here. And for to pick up orders here, we need to wait for the courier to scan the package. And after the courier scan it, so these two orders will be moved to the ship listing, the final step. And for ship listing here, we have ship and ship out. For the ship out means that maybe when the courier scanned it, the courier found that this order has been canceled. So this order cannot be successfully shipped out. So will be moved to ship out. And for this kind of order, you need to manually stock in. Yeah, because when the, actually for the inventory module, later I will introduce more detail. But once you have enabled push inventory, when you have a new order synchronized to BigSeller, our system will allocate the stock, will lock the inventory. But when you ship this order in process order status here, the inventory will be deducted. So if this order is shipped out, you need to manually stock in the inventory because the stock has been deducted when you ship the order. Okay, so remember for ship out, you need to do cancel order stocking to manually stock in the inventory for a ship out order. Okay. But if the order has not been canceled, will be moved to here, shipped, means that this order, this package has been successfully shipped out. Okay. So these four new orders in process to pick up and the ship orders are the basic 4 steps in BigSeller to process a new order. Okay, just like this flow, 4 steps. Okay, if you have any question, you can leave your question in the chat box. And in the last part, we will have the Q&A part. But now you can leave your question here on the chat box first. Okay, so go back to our BigSeller. And for the pending, maybe some of you are confused about pending orders. What is this for? And actually pending here is for the order from Facebook. Yeah, because we BigSeller already integrated with Facebook. So if you are doing like Facebook post selling or maybe messenger order, yeah, maybe you have some buyer, they will contact you on Messenger to take the order. So this pending order status, yeah, would be your needs. Pending orders here. But if you are not selling on Facebook, you can ignore this part. If you are interested in this part, and you can let me know in the chat box. So I will introduce more detail about Facebook and Messenger order. And for the order from Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok will be commonly synchronized to new orders directly. So pending order is not the thing you need to do. Yeah, for the seller from Shopee, Lazada, these marketplaces. Okay, so for all orders here, you can check the orders that placed in the past time. And here we have 2 listings, orders within 90 days and order history. These 2 are separate. Sorry, these 2 are separate. Yeah, these 2 are separate. So if you want to check the orders that place in 19 days, you need to check this listing. But for more than 90 days, you need to check here, order history. These 2 are separate. Okay, so these are the steps for order processing. And for the seller, if you are selling on Lazada, on here setting, order setting, other settings, here we have a Lazada RDS setting. So for Lazada seller, you need to pay attention. You can choose here, you have 3 options. When you pack this order, then move to RDS. Or when you print the shipping label, or ship the order, then move to RDS. You have 3 options here, but actually we recommend the second or the third, because for the first one here, if you pack this order, maybe you haven't printed the shipping label, the package is not prepared, but the courier come to you, so you will find that the package is not ready, so maybe we'll let the seller center punish you. Yeah. So the first one is not recommended. Second or the third would be better. You will have more time to prepare the package. Yeah. Okay, this is for Lazada RDS. Okay, so for order processing, if you have any other question, you can leave in the chat box now. And let me have a brief check. Okay, for the question from one seller, ship failed, meaning order has been picked up and shipped with logistic, but failed, maybe due to the customer refused the order. Actually, no. Here for the ship failed, For the ship out here means for the order, maybe we can just check this flow. That would be better. For the flow here, you can see for new order, we need to pack. Then will be moved to in process for this order. So for in process, we need to ship for the final step. And maybe this time when you ship this order has not been canceled by the order. The status is normal. But when the courier scan it, maybe in this step, when the courier scan it, this order has been canceled. Yeah, has been canceled by the customer, by the client, the buyer. So this order will be moved to ship orders and ship out. Yeah, so actually for this package has not been shipped out. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is our topic, order processing, inventory, and the BigSeller mobile app. If you guys are using PDA, you can let me know. And actually for PDA, actually the feature will be for wave shipment. Yeah, PDA picking. And also you can install our BigSeller app in the PDA to use the feature from our BigSeller mobile app in your PDA device. Okay, for the question about the ship out, am I clear? If you still have some other question, you can ask in the chat box again. Okay, thank you. So this is our first topic for order processing. And here we have some benefits. If you process order in BigSeller, you will have 3 benefits. The first one is that you can handle all of your order of all of the marketplaces in one BigSeller, especially when you are selling, maybe you have an offline shop, you have some Facebook selling, or maybe you are selling on Amazon, some marketplaces with BigSeller don't support. You can try these methods here to record the order entry. You can record order from your retail shop, yeah, your offline shop, and Messenger, Facebook, and manual order. For the order with BigSeller currently don't support the marketplace, like Amazon or maybe Q10, eBay, these marketplaces. Yeah, here we support to manage all of the orders from all the channels. You can input here. But for the order from marketplaces will be automatically synchronized to BigSeller for you to process. And the second here is that you can print the customized shipping label, pick list, invoice in BigSeller. You can design your own style template. And the third here would be you can better manage your stock and avoid overselling by using BigSeller to process order. And our next topic will be inventory manage. Okay, so we can take a rest for 1 minute. Yeah, maybe have some water, guys. Yeah, here we have another question. May I know if this order processing only applicable for domestic? I don't quite understand your question here. What do you mean by for domestic? You mean for a warehouse or some others? Because actually, we BigSeller is a system for Southeast Asia. Seller. Warehouse. I see. For here, BigSeller, we have cooperated with some third-party warehouse. If you have interest, you can go for setting, authorization. Here, other third-party warehouse. If you are looking for some warehouse, maybe in Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, you can contact here. We have some contact information, the website. Here are the warehouses with BigSeller support. Yeah, if you need the physical training, currently we only have physical training in Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia, and also Vietnam. Yeah, our Philippines office is still in destruction. Okay, Malaysia, if you need the offline training, you can hear service training request to request the offline training. Service training request. Okay. Okay, now let's move on for the next topic, push inventory. Okay, you're welcome. For push inventory here, I think this is a tool that most of you are looking for to avoid overselling, to better manage your stock, especially when you are selling the same product in different shops, different marketplaces. And here, what is push inventory? Actually, we previously call it sync inventory. Sync inventory. And the concept are the same, is to connect your big seller and your seller center. So in the future, you just need to use your big seller warehouse to manage your stock. Like this example, when shop 1 and shop 2 are both selling the same product A, when I finish the push inventory setting on BigSeller, so here, suppose I have a order on shop 1, shop 1 sold the product A, so the stock of product A in shop 1 and shop 2 will be all deducted. So that's the reason here why we need push inventory. We just need to manage the stock in one BigSeller warehouse, and all of the shop will be connected and controlled. Okay, so this is the concept. Let's move to the next one. How to do push inventory. Actually, on BigSeller here, we have 4 steps. The first step will be generate the merchant SKU. And the second is to establish the mapping between merchant SKU in BigSeller and the store SKU in Seller Center. And the next step is to set up the push rule. By setting the push rule, BigSeller will automatically push inventory from your BigSeller warehouse to your online shop. And the last here is to enable inventory feature. And once you have enabled the inventory feature, when you have a new order, our system will allocate inventory. And when you ship the order here, the inventory will be automatically deducted. But maybe if you are the first time to try the system like BigSeller, you will be confused about 4 steps, or maybe you will be shocked like, wow, I need to do so many steps here. It's a bit complicated, but no worry. Yeah, you can later just see how I do it. You can follow my example to do it. Actually, it's not difficult, very easy. Okay, so let's move to BigSeller. Let's try one example to do push inventory. Actually, for push inventory, here, let me introduce the concept again. Here, for push inventory here, before you try this feature, you need to have the SKU in your seller center first. So you can check products, Shopee, Lazada, TikTok here with big sample. Click into active. This is the SKU information. So if you want to try BigSeller push inventory, you need to first have the SKU information in your seller center. And we also call it store SKU. Store SKU is the SKU from your seller center, from your shop. So we call it store SKU. You can see here, like these two, actually these 3 products I created just now before the training. You can see the SKU information already created. And for the single variation product, the parent SKU can be its store SKU. So actually it's common is if here is empty, because the parent SKU is exactly the store SKU. Yeah, the store SKU. So this is a requirement before you try BigSeller push inventory. You need to have store SKU for all of the product first. And then you need to have a warehouse in BigSeller. But for every BigSeller new user, our system already created a default warehouse. So if you only have one actual warehouse, you don't need to create more. Just use that, your default warehouse. Okay, so after you already have the warehouse here, you need to put all of the products inside your BigSeller warehouse. And every product, they will have a code, they will have an ID number. And this ID number, we call it merchant SKU. Merchant SKU. Let me show you one example. Like this one, like this example, you can see here, if I want to use BigSeller push inventory, I need to first have the store SKU from my seller center. And this product on my Shopee, the store SKU is 10CY 750 ml, and Lazada, the same SKU. Okay, so after I have the SKU from my seller center, I need to create the merchant SKU and put into my BigSeller warehouse. This is my merchant SKU listing. You can see here. Merchant SKU, and it's on my BigSeller Warehouse 7. So after I create the merchant SKU, put into my BigSeller Warehouse, then I need to do the mapping. I need to map this merchant SKU in my BigSeller Warehouse with the store SKU in my Shopee, Lazada, Seller Center. So after the mapping, the Seller Center store SKU will follow the stock from my merchant SKU in the BigSeller Warehouse. So this merchant SKU, I have 299. So Shopee will have 299 and Lazada the same, 299. They will always share the same stock of the merchant SKU. So that's the reason why we need to have the store SKU in Seller Center, because this is the key. We connect BigSeller Warehouse with your Seller Center just by the SKU connection. You can see here, connection for SKU, SKU. This is SKU in BigSeller Warehouse, merchant SKU, and this Seller Center, store SKU. Okay, so that's the reason why we BigSeller can control your stock. Okay, so now let's try how to do the example, push inventory. And actually, we BigSeller here also have the reminder, inventory, merchant SKU. Here, how to use the push inventory feature. You can click into here to see the steps. And here, these 4 steps will be suitable for the user if you are using the same SKU for the same product. But if you want to keep it different, later you can let me know. I can introduce another way for you to quickly set up push inventory. Okay, so for this case, this following example would be the same SKU for the same product. Okay, so now let me try one example. 4 steps to do it. And the first step you can see here is to regulate the store SKU. If you are using the same SKU already, you can skip this step. But if not, if you don't have any SKU, you can go for Seller Center to fill in the SKU first, or just use BigSeller to input your SKU for your Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok products first. So now let me try example for the first step, how to regulate the store SKU in BigSeller. You can go for products, here, Shopee, active. Okay, give me a second. Here, click into products, active. If you don't have any SKU, you can use BigSeller here to add it. You can do single edit, and also you can bulk edit. And let me try how to edit the SKU. These 2 examples, bulk edit. And remember, if you want to edit the product information in BigSeller, you need to sync and edit. Like here, bulk edit. I need to choose synchronize and edit. So our system will get the latest information from your Seller Center to your BigSeller for you to edit. Okay, sync and edit. Wait for a second. Confirm next. Okay, so here is the editing page of your product. This is my Shopee listing, the editing page. I can edit the SKU one by one in here, and also can be generated with here, parent SKU plus variation. This is the tool to bulk edit. Here, bulk edit. Edit one by one, like here, maybe I can make the SKU to be 1, 2, 3. But if I want to bulk edit, I can try this tool to quickly generate my store SKU. But I need to import the parent SKU first. And the parent SKU, you can single edit as well. Like maybe my name, Tansy, and this is the same. Okay, so I can bulk edit. You can see here, the SKU, the store SKU will be generated with parent SKU plus variation. In the single variation, the parent SKU is exactly the store SKU. So here will be normal if it's empty. Okay, and also for parent SKU, you can bulk edit as well. I can input the prefix, starting value, and then to quickly generate parent SKU, that will be descending. Tansy 01, 02, 03 will be like that. Okay, so this is the way to edit the SKU from your Seller Center. Okay, and for here, because these 3 products, yeah, I generated before the training. You can see here. And also I copy this product to my Lazada. So this product already have the same SKU. You can see here, well balanced and the color and the photo book, Batman toy. So actually the SKU are the same. I already finished the first step to regulate the SKU to be the same. Same product, they are using the same SKU in Seller Center already. Okay, so now I finished the first step. And the second step is to create the merchant SKU, create the information and put it into your BigSeller warehouse. So how to do it? Actually, if you are using the same SKU for the same product already, it will be easy for you to create a merchant SKU just by one click. How to do it? You can go for products here, products, active, here, like these three examples. These three examples, I just need to check it. And then to go for here, map merchant SKU, generate merchant SKU. Okay, again, the entrance would be parent here, products, active, check the products, and then to generate merchant SKU, generate selected. Okay, if you already finished all of the SKU editing, you can just click generate all. But remember, before you generate the merchant SKU, I suggest you to click sync product here again, sync selected to refresh the information again, and then to generate. Okay, so let's try the examples. Generate selected. Okay, here successful. Confirm next. So for this pop-up page, you will have this pop-up page for you to confirm your merchant SKU information. But actually all the information just from your Seller Center, from your shop, including the SKU name, product title, and the stock. So if here the stock all correct, you don't need to add it, just here generate. Okay, successful. So now I have generated the merchant SKU for my Shopee product. Let me have a check. Merchant SKU. You can see here already generated and already mapped. You can see here for well balanced, these three variations already generated and mapped with my Shopee Malaysia, the store SKU. And also for photo book, Batman, the same, already generated and mapped with my Shopee Malaysia, Batman toy. Okay, so I have finished the second step for my merchant SKU, but only finished my Shopee. I'm also sell this product on my Lazada. I haven't finished the mapping, so now I need to go for products, Lazada, active. I need to do the same step. Check these three products, check them, and then, yeah, before you do it, suggest you to click sync and then to generate. Okay, generate selected. And wait for a second, confirm next. And for the here, for the second generate for my Lazada, we'll have the same pop-up page for you to confirm. But actually for the second generate, you don't need to edit anything because even though you change the stock to be 0, will not have any effect. Okay, you can have a see. Generate. Okay, here successful. So now I already successfully generate my Lazada merchant SKU. I can have a check. You can see here for these 5 merchant SKU already created and also mapped with my Lazada. Map with my Lazada. You can see here, same SKU, then they will be mapped together in this format. And inventory here, still the stock from my Shopee, from the first generate, the pop-up page. So for the second generate, Lazada, or if you have any other shop, TikTok, Shopify, for the second, third generate for the pop-up page, you don't need to add anything, just the first generate, you need to add it. But if you forgot to add it, you can try some other way to adjust the stock in BigSeller, manual stocking, stock count, or stock count. Okay. So this is the second step to create a merchant SKU, and the mapping will be automatically created if the merchant SKU already exists. So that's the reason when I click into my Lazada listing and generate the merchant SKU, will not affect anything just finish the mapping. Yeah, just finish the mapping. Okay, so this is the second step. If you have any question, feel free to ask the question in the chat box. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, I already noticed there's a question, but it's a bit long. So later, yeah, I will answer your question after I finish here the steps. Yeah, thank you. And here for the next step is to set up the push rule. Actually, here for the push rule is to help you in the future will automatically synchronize the inventory from your BigSeller warehouse to your online shop by setting up the push rule. So this is very important for the push rule. How to set up? You can go for inventory push rules. Here, add push rules. But because this is our test account, here I have so many datas, so maybe it will make you confused. But actually, for one warehouse, we only need one push rule. Yeah, commonly you just need one push rule. Here, for the push rule setting, we can first give it a name, and the push rule name can be anything. Can be your store name, your product name, can just an icon for you to identify the push rule. So it can be anything. And the next one is the shop. I'm selling this product on my Shopee Malaysia and the Lazada. So I choose this two. Okay, the next one is the merchant SKU I created. Select them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this 5. Confirm. Okay, and the push quantity. Here, actually, the push quantity is for you to decide how many percentage of the available stock you want to push to online shop. You can set 100% if you want to push all of the stock in my BigSeller warehouse to the online shop. But maybe for some seller, they want to put different percentage for different shop. Like Shopee, I want to put 20%, and Lazada, I want to put 30%. So maybe that would be different. So for this kind of case, you can set multiple push rule. And for this push rule, maybe for Shopee only, so I want to set 30%. And for my Lazada, I want to set 40%. So you need multiple push rule. Yeah, just like this case. But for myself, actually, I want to put all of the stock in my BigSeller warehouse to my online shop. And I want them to be the same. So I just need to choose them together and set 100%. So all the stock in my BigSeller warehouse will be 100% pushed to my online shop. Okay, so this is for push quantity. And remember to select the warehouse. Yeah, I stock into my warehouse 7, so I choose it, warehouse 7. And the next one is the stock threshold. And this tool is help you to avoid overselling. You can set reserve inventory by enabling the stock threshold. This one, when available stock is lower than, suppose set for 5, so means when I only have 4 in BigSeller warehouse, and these 4 will not be put into my online shop. So these 4 will be reserved in the BigSeller warehouse only. Shopee, Lazada will be 0 stock. Will have no stock to sell. And also maybe for some user, they just want to put all of the stock to be on sale in one shop only. So I can set it to be priority shop, except Shopee. Suppose my Shopee has more followers, more orders than my Lazada. So I can choose it to be accepted, like a priority shop. So when I only have 4 stock in the BigSeller warehouse, these 4 will be pushed to my Shopee only. My Lazada will have no stock to sell. And after setting the priority shop, you can keep setting reserve inventory to avoid overselling. When the available stock is lower than 3, means when I only have 2, and these 2 will be reserved in the warehouse in BigSeller, will not be sold in your Shopee and Lazada. So you can use this tool to be the preparation. Maybe you have some overselling cases, or maybe the buyer, they receive the item damage. So you need to reissue the package. So these two could be the preparation. Okay, so this is for stock threshold, a useful tool, help you avoid overselling. If you don't need this one, you can disable it. It's okay. Okay, it's your choice. So this is for push rule. The third setting, this one, push rule. Okay, remember to click save. And for the push rule saving here, we have two options. But for the first time you set up the push rule, I recommend you to click only save, not push. Just save this rule first, not push. Because maybe if you already exist. Okay, give me a second. Okay, save. Only save, not push. Okay, so this rule already saved in my listing. This one. Already saved in here. So before I click push now, here we recommend the user to have a check of your stock. How to check your stock? You can go for inventory list to have a brief checking, especially whether there is zero stock. Because maybe when you are generating the merchant SKU, you input the wrong stock, you input 0. So if you click push immediately, so BigSeller will push 0 stock to your online shop. So maybe it will cause some problem. Yeah, before you push the inventory push rule, please have a brief check in your inventory list, especially the 0 on hand stock. Yeah, you need to confirm whether it's real in 0. Okay. Inventory push rules. So go back to here, find my push rule for this example. Just click push now. If you already make sure the stock all correct, push now. Okay, here's successful. Please check the result in the push record. Push record. Here, have a check. You can see here, actually all of the stock already successfully. Let me wait for a second. Yeah, need to wait for a second. For the first time you set up the push rule, you need to wait for a second to make all of the SKU to be pushed to online shop. But for here, commonly, if you are making the correct mapping, so here will be successful. And what you need to pay attention, just the failed and partially failed here. Failed and partially failed. If you have some failed record, you need to check the reminder here. What is the error message? And you need to do some adjustment. And after the editing here, like the authorization you have finished, you can go for here to bulk check and then to click push again. Yeah, for the failed record, remember to check it and do some modification and then push again. Okay, so this is for push rule. After you set up the push rule, you need to click push now and then check the push record, whether here or successful. You can see here now all of the here successful for my Shopee, for my Lazada, for my examples. Okay, so this is third step for push rule, inventory push rule. And the final step would be inventory feature. How to enable this one? You can go for setting, inventory setting, inventory feature. This one, after you have finished the mapping, the merchant SKU, you can enable this button. When you have a new order, BigSeller will allocate the stock. And when you ship this order, the inventory will be deducted automatically. And here we have two options. The first one will be better avoid overselling. You can enable here allocate stock after placing order. Means that even though the order is unpaid, here unpaid orders, with BigSeller will allocate the stock as well for unpaid order. So it will be better avoid overselling. Okay, this is inventory feature, the final step, inventory feature. Okay, so after you have finished this fourth step, you can start using BigSeller to process order, to manual stock in, manual stock out, manage your stock in your BigSeller warehouse. And all the stock will be automatically pushed to your online shop if there is any stock movement in BigSeller. And thus here, the push record will be automatically created. Okay, so now let's move back to here. There are 4 steps to use push inventory feature. I already showed the example. And also here I have 2 notes. If you are using the push inventory feature, please, to process order in BigSeller. Remember to process order in BigSeller. Because if you want BigSeller help you automatically deduct the stock when you ship the order, you need to process order in BigSeller. This is a condition. And the next one, if you finish push inventory on BigSeller, any stock movement, like new stock arrive, or maybe you want to modify the stock of your online shop, please use BigSeller to modify. Yeah, modify like manual stock in, manual stock out, or stock count here. To modify your merchant SKU stock, then the merchant SKU stock will be automatically pushed to online shop because of the mapping and the push rule. Okay. And for the next one would be 16 ways to activate the push rules, like manual stock in, manual stock out, or when you have a new order here, these actions will be automatically trigger the push rule. Yeah, will trigger the inventory push rule automatically for these 16 ways. Okay, so these are the information for push inventory. If you have any question, you can ask in the chat box, or maybe for each step, maybe I didn't make it clear. Yeah, you can let me know so I can introduce it again. Okay, for the question here, I just added some variation in old product posts in Shopee. I already added the store SKU and map it, but the new variation that I just added is not showing in TikTok and Lazada. How can I sync it to all my warehouse and all the marketplace? Actually, for the new variation, with BigSeller, we currently don't support to sync. Yeah, we don't support syncing the new variation. So for new variation, you need to go for each seller center to add it. Yeah, for the variation, we don't support syncing. Yeah, so for this seller, you need to go for your Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok seller center to add the variation. Yeah, but for this request, actually, we have some user already initiated. So we have forwarded this request to our product team already. Okay. Can you go back to the order flow and walk us through when stock is, okay, I see. So let's move back to order processing. Yeah, you can see here, when you have new order, you need to pack. And for the new order, the inventory will be allocated, means will be locked. And here, when you pack this order, will be moved to in process. And for in process order, after the package has been prepared, you need to ship the order. And after this order has been shipped, this inventory will be deducted when you ship the order. So actually for new order in process, the inventory will be allocated, yeah, being locked. But when you click ship, the inventory will be deducted. But remember, if you want BigSeller automatically deduct the stock, you need to process order in BigSeller. Means when you have a new order, you need to pack in BigSeller. Okay. Okay, am I clear here for the inventories allocated and deducted? Okay, thank you. So for profit analysis, actually profit analysis is a feature connected with merchant SKU. Yeah, once you have created the merchant SKU, means you already have your BigSeller warehouse. So for every merchant SKU, you can set up the cost in here, inventory list. Merchant SKU in my BigSeller warehouse, I can set up the cost for each product. The cost here means the price you purchase from your supplier, the cost. You can set it one by one or using Excel file, here import. And also for here, you can update the cost in bulk. So this is the cost. And after you already have the cost, you can check report, profit analysis. This one, the profit or maybe the loss will be automatically calculated. Yeah, according to the cost information you have input. You can see here the formula, order revenue minus cost of merchant SKU and some other fee from the marketplace. So the cost of merchant SKU here is required. Otherwise, the profit will be incorrect. So remember to input the cost for merchant SKU. So here the system will calculate the cost, the profit, will calculate the profit and the loss. And for some user, maybe previously you don't have any information of the cost, but the order here already completed. So here will show 0. For the old order, you can use here to update the cost of merchant SKU one by single, or by Excel file. Here is to edit the cost for old order, for existing order in here, but here is 0. And if you added the cost in inventory list here, if you update here, will just affect the order, the new order after you edit it. Yeah, will only affect the new order after you update it here. For the old order, you can use here this button to update the cost. Okay, so this is profit analysis. May I know how, if I have the feature on how to manage RTS? RTS, actually for this request, I remember we have a user have the same request as well. May I know, have you reported this to our customer service? How to manage RTS? Have you reported this to our customer service? Yeah, maybe you can, if you are already in our maybe WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, or Facebook. Yeah, you can report this issue to our customer service team. Yes. Thank you. Regarding merchant SKU list, if current restock price is different from the cost before, what would be the new restock price? I see. So is it gonna be average? Yes, correct. Will be average. Because in the inventory list here, we have a formula, the cost. The cost will be calculated into average. Every time when you are doing the stocking, if you input the unit price, so BigSeller will automatically calculate the cost again and will be average. Yeah, average. When we add new product SKU, we need to always create a push rule for new. Yes, you need to add it. You need to add it. When you have a new product, you need to first create a merchant SKU. Yeah, maybe for your Shopee, for your Lazada, and make sure the mapping is finished. And the next step will be the push rule. You can click into the edit button here, edit, and just add your new product inside the existing push rule. Here, select, sorry, not here, this one, select the new product inside the existing push rule. Yeah, you can put all of the merchant SKU inside one push rule. If you only have one warehouse, or maybe here you set 100% for all of the shop. So you just need one push rule. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. After we integrate our shop with BigSeller and set the merchant SKU stock count with the platform properly set allocated. I see. So yeah, so the question would be like, after you set up the merchant SKU, the stock count, will our system set allocated reserve stock based on the existing order? Actually would be in this case, because maybe, let me figure out one example, because maybe I can tell one example like this one. For this merchant SKU, when I'm creating, I just set 10 stock. Okay, for 10 stock. And after I enable inventory feature, when I have new order, with BigSeller will allocate the stock. But if this order is not processed in BigSeller, when you ship it, the inventory will not be allocated, will not be deducted. So for this kind of order, if you don't process in BigSeller, you need to manually stock out the stock. So actually you need to confirm the stock again. If you, maybe when you are creating the merchant SKU, you already have some order in process order listing, like processing. Yeah, maybe when you are creating the merchant SKU, enabling the inventory feature, you already have some in process order. So for this kind of order, you didn't pack in BigSeller, the inventory will not be deducted when you ship the order. So for this part of order, where BigSeller will not deduct, you need to manual stock out for this part in process order. Yeah. Now we have one product no enter to inventory list. How I add in this product. Okay, so for the product, maybe you have, I think this product, you haven't created the merchant SKU. You can go for products, active here, just check it, and then to create the merchant SKU for this product. And then this product will be displayed in merchant SKU in your inventory list. Okay, so it doesn't matter if the order was made before integrating as long we process. Yes. Yeah, so for the order maybe was made before integrating with BigSeller, you can ignore it. Just pay attention to the stock count because you just need to count the actual stock in your warehouse to make the merchant SKU stock is the same with your actual warehouse. Yeah, and the future, if you process order in BigSeller, with system will automatically deduct the stock when you ship the order. Okay, so if no more question, we will keep moving to the next topic. Yeah, for the question about the, yeah, you can keep inputting, but here I'm afraid that maybe we don't have enough time. So let's move on for the next topic, but it will not take some time. For the BigSeller mobile app, the last topic. Actually, now we BigSeller already have the app in the Android and the Apple, the iOS version. Yeah, and in BigSeller here, currently we have some feature for orders and for inventory. And you can see here, this is the preview. We have some scanning feature, and also we can process order in BigSeller mobile app. And also we have live sales monitor. And here, let me show this one. And for here, for BigSeller app, you can see the first image, we have some feature. And let me introduce some feature I think that is recommended. For this one, scan to send image. This is a feature, especially like when you always receive the complaint from your buyer, from your clients, like I haven't received the package or maybe item damage, but you don't have any proof. By using the scan to send image, you can take a picture before you pack the package, or maybe the packer already packed the package. You can also take a picture as well. And then you can leave some message together with the images will be sent to your buyer automatically. And all the images will be saved on BigSeller here. Orders, sending image records, image message will be saved in here automatically for 30 days. So in the future, if you have any argument with your buyer or maybe with a courier, because maybe sometimes it's the shipping company, the logistic company themselves. Yeah, so here you can use the image to be the proof and will be saved for 30 days. And currently we support Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok. We call it scan to send image, this feature, scan to send image. And scan to check order is a feature for you, like maybe for some user, they want to use the mobile app to pick the items. So you can try scan to check order by using your mobile app, the phone camera to scan the barcode on the shipping label. And then you can check the order detail, including the image, quantity, and some notes. So you don't need to print the pick list, pack list. Just use your BigSeller app here to check the order and then to pick the items, pack the package. And the third here, scan to ship. Scan to ship is a feature, it's also available in our website, but it needs the scanner. So maybe for some user, if you don't have a scanner, you can try our BigSeller app, scan to ship. Just use your phone camera, scan the barcode on the shipping label. So this order will be shipped automatically and move to pick up orders. The third step, scan to ship. And quite helpful because by using scan to ship, you don't need to keep logging your BigSeller website to make sure which order has been prepared, whether the package is packed or not, and then to click ship. You just need to use your phone camera to scan. So the order will be shipped automatically and move to pick up orders. The third step. And for scan, return, manual stocking, manual stock out, and the stock count. Here is for you to arrange your stock in the BigSeller warehouse. Scan return is to process the return package, but currently we only support before signing return. Okay, and also this is for order processing. You can process new order, you can pack here, and also for shipping label, you can print in your mobile app. And for here, the sales monitor, the live sales monitor, you can check the daily sales data here, real-time sales data in BigSeller app. And also, let me show you this one. Actually, with BigSeller now, we also have a new version, a new feature, sorry. Here is the blog. Yeah, you can check the latest information for some selling strategies, some tips. You can check here. And I remember now we will have 2 articles updated. Yeah, for every weekday. Yeah, for every weekday. So you can follow our BigSeller app here to know more strategy. Yeah, some selling tips or maybe some rule updated by the marketplace we will have here. Selling strategy for the blog in the BigSeller app. And also we have a feature, maybe you can have a try on here, setting, this one. Here, notification. New order notification. So here, once you have enabled this button, when you have a new order, with BigSeller will have this notification for you. But actually for the notification here, will remind you every 15 minutes. Yeah, every 15 minutes. Yeah, will not like every time a new order then pop out a notification. Yeah, will be showing the notification every 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So you can have a try once you enable it. So you will know that, oh, I have some new orders I need to process. Yeah, to remind yourself so you can process order immediately in time to avoid maybe the order has been canceled. Okay. So this is our BigSeller app. Can try it, especially scan to send image, scan to ship, scan to check, and also for here, order notification on setting. Notification here, new order. Okay, so now let's go back to our question. Okay, here the question, in another system, it's possible to set the amount of not sellable stock for each SKU. Is it possible with BigSeller or it should be? I see. So you want to set a reserve inventory, right? Reserve inventory. Okay, so for reserve stock, you can set up here, BigSeller inventory, here, reserve inventory. Actually, for this part would be suitable for the situation like you have some promotion. So here the entrance would be create promotion. Maybe you want to reserve inventory for a specific promotion like bundle deal or maybe for some flash sales, maybe some Lazada and TikTok, some promotion. You need to set up the reserve inventory. But actually, it could be some other ways for you to, like maybe I will just want to reserve stock for some pre-order or maybe some other cases. Yeah, you can set the here, reserve inventory. It's not only for promotion. Yeah, can be another aims is to set the reserve stock during the time period. Okay. Okay, so any other, is it possible to use the mobile app to sub-account so that the staff don't need to? Yes. On setting, the permission, you can also click here, permission setting, this one, permission setting. For the sub-account, you can set up the app permission as well on role here, set up the role. And also you can just click edit. click into edit. And the last one here, the app. Yeah, you can set up the app permission for the sub account. Total sales report. So actually, yeah, for this user, maybe your staff, they are using the BigSeller app to process order, but they are checking all of the information in the app. You don't want to display the data here. So you can just close here, this permission, disable it. Okay, can have a try. This one on permission setting, disable the permission you don't want to show to your staff. Yes, on setting, permission setting, row, edit. The image saved via scan to send image. Other image size added to our gallery file size limit. Okay, so this question would be the image size added to our gallery. Actually, for scan to send image, this image will not be saved in the gallery. Yeah, will not be saved in the gallery. Actually, our system will only automatically save the gallery, save the picture into gallery for some on sale product and also for some product before added the watermark and after added will be saved in here. But maybe I think your question would be like, if I already have the image here, can I upload to my gallery? Is that your need? Upload to your gallery. Stock clearance. Hi, what do you mean by this one? Stock clearance? So your concern would be whether our system will automatically save the image into gallery, right? Into gallery. I see. But here the gallery is for the product images. Yeah. For the scan to send image, this image will be only saved in here. The records will be saved in here for 30 days. Yeah, no limit. But for every time, like if you scan, okay, I scan it and then I take a picture. For this time, you can only send one picture. So if you want to send maybe multiple pictures, you need to scan it for the second time, third times. But in total, actually no limit. Yes. But you need to send it in multiple times. Like you need to scan it and take a picture, send, and then you need to scan it, take a picture, scan, and send it. Yes. We need to do it in multiple times because every scan we only support sending one image. Yes. Okay, so I think any other question about the topics today? Order processing, push inventory, and the BigSeller mobile app. And also here, yeah, if you are available, please help me to scan this QR code because we want to obtain more feedback from our user so our system can make it better. What BigSeller warehouse look like? Are you looking for the third-party warehouse? Actually, now our system, we don't have our BigSeller, we don't have our own warehouse in Southeast Asia. We don't have right now, but we have cooperated with some third-party warehouse. Yeah, if you're interested in that, you can have a try on setting, authorization, other. Dongguan Smart Warehouse. Oh, you are in Dongguan. Actually, our BigSeller, yes. Here, Dongguan. Our BigSeller, our main company is 店小蜜, and we have a warehouse named 小蜜云仓, cloud warehouse, and that warehouse is located in Dongguan. I'm not sure. Yeah, 店小蜜 is our main company system. Yeah, we BigSeller is a branch in our main company and focus on the Southeast Asia. Yeah, Southeast Asia, the local shop. And for 店小蜜is a system for cross-border e-commerce seller. This one. Yeah, and they have the third-party warehouse, but Actually, that system is only available for cross-border e-commerce shop. And we BigSeller focus on the Southeast Asia, the local shop. Yes, and here we have connected with these third-party warehouse. So if you are looking for a warehouse in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, you can have a try to contact them. Click into the link and they have the contact information in the website here. Okay. Okay, so go back to our topic. Do you have any other question about order processing or inventory feature and also our BigSeller mobile app? And also we have customer service on duty from Monday to Saturday. So if you haven't joined our group, you can go for our dashboard here, dashboard. Here, help center, you can contact us, join the WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, and also can here chat with us, WhatsApp and Facebook, and also Telegram. And also you can send us email, join our customer service group. And also we have Viber. We have Viber. If you need the Viber contact information, maybe you need to join the link, you can here. Give me a second. Here, this is my number. Give me a second. And here I will send my WhatsApp and Viber contact. If you want to join our customer service group, you need the invitation link. You can contact me via WhatsApp and the Viber. Okay, this is my WhatsApp. This is WhatsApp. And the Viber, this is my Viber. And also I have Telegram in this WhatsApp number. Okay. So if you want the invitation link, scan to add contact. Sorry, I don't have any QR code, but if you want to join our customer service, you can go for here, WhatsApp, join our group directly, and you can contact our customer service. And also here, you can scan this one, WhatsApp and Tally, you can scan. Yeah, this training will be uploaded on YouTube. Yeah, will be uploaded on YouTube. And actually, this video is on YouTube Live. So after this training minute is ended, you can just check the playback on our YouTube channel. You can follow our YouTube channel right now, BigSeller. Here. You can follow our YouTube channel, BigSeller, the same name. What's my name? I'm Tansy from BigSeller. Thank you. And also in our YouTube channel, we have some videos. We have some tutorial videos. You can have a check for some new feature and also for some introduction tutorial and also some playback. We have uploaded on BigSeller YouTube channel. You can follow our YouTube channel. Okay. And also for, if you want to have your training for your staff, you can initiate the training here as well on service training requests. Yeah, if your partner or maybe your team, your worker, your coworkers, they want the training for themselves, you can here to initiate, fill in the information and get your training. Okay, and the training is free. Okay. If you have any question, and if you're available, you can scan this QR code to give us more feedback. And also you can comment our training, scanning this QR code and comment the training. Thank you so much. With BigSeller, we are keep optimizing the feature. We are keep updating. So we need your feedback so much. Yeah, if you are available, you can help us scan this QR code. And also, after you finish this QR code, this survey form, we will send you 30 Bitcoins so you can try these two features for free. 30 Bitcoins, ChatGPT, the AI tool, to quickly generate the product name, description, and also for the text image translation. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so that's all of the day for our topic. If you guys have any other question, you can contact our customer service on WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, and Facebook. And also you can send us email to our BigSeller support. Okay, and this video will be uploaded in our BigSeller YouTube channel. Thank you so much. No, actually the Bitcoin is for ChatGPT and the text image translation, these two features. Scanning feature on BigSeller, we have scan to send image, scan to ship, and scan to check. But you don't need Bitcoin to use this feature. Yeah, Bitcoin is only for the feature in products module. Okay, so I think we don't have any other question. Welcome to connect us on Facebook, Viber, and WhatsApp, and Telegram. See you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Good night.